औषधीनां पराभूमि हिमवान शैल सत्तमा.
Charaka, the propounder of Ayurveda, describes Himalayan hills as the treasure of curative herbs. Western Himalaya, in its subtropical to cold desert regions, comprising of beautiful river valley areas, lush green pine forests, temperate and alpine pasture lands, harbors a great diversity of colorfully flowering plant resources, majority of these being medicinal and aromatic plants. Many of these plants are curious, rare, and having miraculous curative properties, rarely found elsewhere. Himachal Pradesh, situated in the lap of the Western Himalayas, is a representative model for this region. It held a place of pride even during Vedic times. In ancient times, our Rishi Munis, monks and peers have pursued their meditational and scholarly pursuits in this sacred land, away from the noisy city life, in calm and peaceful atmosphere, and under the nature's panoramic paradise to alleviate the sufferings of humanity. This great and precious heritage, resulting from the scholastic and rich experiences of the great Indian peers, has descended down generation after generation and from practitioners to apprentices, century after century.
We have a family of Ayurvedic and Unani physicians practicing for about 140 years. This practice is continuing from generation to generation.
Valmiki Ramayana has a reference of Lord Hanuman carrying Sanjeevani from Kailash mountains to Lanka. Indra, the son of Kashyapa, drank Soma in the catchment area of Chandra and Bhaga in Lahaul Spiti district of Himachal Pradesh. Nagarjuna, the propounder of medicinal chemistry, conducted his researches in Jwalamukhi in Kangra district and later shifted to Triloknath in Lahaul during the 7th century. Owing to lack of written records, the practice of herbal lore depended upon the phenomenally good memory of the practitioners and was passed on as an oral tradition. In most cases, because of inhibitions or taboos, this valuable knowledge was lost forever with the passing away of the practitioners. Medicinal herbs of the past still hold a great reputation in the world of medicines for their amazing curative properties, offering cure from simple cold to even the most complicated and chronic diseases. Herbal drugs and other products are highly in demand in the world market. As a traditional lore, many phrases and verses are still popular in the state about the use of plants like Bana basuti te bare, jethi hua tethi manu kiya mare. It is a popular saying in Mandi district of Himachal Pradesh that where Bana, Basuti and Bare grow, a man cannot die of diseases, provided one knows the ratio and proportion, mode and method of administration. Out of over 3,500 known plant species, there are around 500 medicinal, 150 aromatic, and quite a good number of potent alternative and substitute drug plant sources available for being harnessed at present. If the plants used in household remedies are also enumerated, the number of useful medicinal and aromatic plants may exceed 1,000 species. Almost all these plants grow wild in valleys, forests, pastures, or occur as weeds near fields and village habitations. In the lower area under the Shivalik ranges are found the drugs like species of mentha, Solanum khasianum, Zingiber roseum, Centella asiatica, Cisampolo sperrita, Withania somnifera, Mucuna pruriens, Datura species, Costus speciosus, Asclepias curaçavica, Plumbago zeylanica, Aloe barbadensis, Silybum marianum, Spilanthes secmella, Asparagus ascendens, Yucca gloriosa, Tylophora indica, Nerium indicum, and drugs of the Dashmula group. Dashmula group includes 10 drug plants. It is useful in bronchial asthma, improves vat, pitt, and cough, and intestinal disorders, and acts as a preventive and curative agent for ladies after delivery. In the temperate zone, a number of commercially exploitable herbs are found. Some of them are Valeriana jatamasi, Selenum tenuifolium, Selenum vaginatum, Achillea millifolium, Skimmia laureola, Rhododendron arboreum, Morchella esculenta, Taxus wallichiana, Prunella vulgaris, Angelica glauca, Dioscorea deltoidea, Atropa belladonna, Heracleum candicans, Podophyllum hexandrum, and the life-rejuvenating drugs of Ashtvarga group. The Ashtvarga group constitutes 8 herbs. These form an important ingredient of standard Ayurvedic formulation, Chyawanprash. It is used as a tonic, cures bronchitis, respiratory problems, and is good for heart and urinogenital problems. The tree limit roughly corresponds to the perpetual snow line, that is 3,700 meters above mean sea level. Conifers like silver fir, with rhododendrons, birch, Karshu oak, junipers, and dwarf salix form the demarcation line between the temperate and the alpine zones, reaching the highest limit. The alpine grasslands, usually above 3,800 meters, remain snow-covered for 4 to 8 months and are remarkable for the variety of beautifully colored flowers, emitting pleasing as well as nauseating odors, and leading a short but glorious life in the face of the exigencies of climate. They form a rich storehouse of the medicinal and aromatic plants. Some of the valuable medicinal herbs are Aconitum heterophyllum, Rhododendron lepidotum, Nardostachys grandiflora, Dactylorhiza hetagyria, Picrorhiza curua, Gyrinia dolomia, Sausuria obvulata, Sausuria gossipifera, Rheum australe, and species of Polygonum. Cold desert region is rich in Ephedra gerardiana, Artemisia brevifolia, Capparis spinosa, Hyoscyamus niger, Hippophae rhamnoides, Codonopsis ovata, Arnibia euchroma, and Juniperus macropoda. Thus, a large variety of medicinal and aromatic plants occur in Himachal Pradesh, in areas ranging from the Shivalik zone extending up to the cold desert regions. Many of these valuable herbs are endemic to the region. These cater to the demands of Ayurvedic, homeopathic, Unani, allopathic, and even veterinary medicines. In Indian system of medicines, the products include churnas, avalehas, asavas, powders, and syrups. Items like Gucci, Ephedra, Dioscorea, Dhoop, Kut, Vanaksha, Artemisia, Kalazira, Aconites, Kakarsingi, Podophyllum, Chicory, Berberis roots, hops, Valerian, and Ratanjot not only meet the national requirements, but many of these are also exported in crude form. Himachal Pradesh can boast of being the largest producer of a number of medicinal and aromatic plants, like Ephedra, a source of ephedrine used in bronchial asthma, Artemisia brevifolia, a source of santonin used as vermicide, Achillea, Capparis, and Picrorhiza act as liver-protecting drugs. Aconitum heterophyllum is used in dysentery, diarrhea, and toothache. Rheum australe is a source of anthraquinone derivatives and is a potent anti-inflammatory drug. Dioscorea deltoidea, a source of diosgenin used in anti-fertility pills. Heracleum candicans, a source of xanthotoxin used in leukoderma. Taxus wallichiana, a source of Taxol useful in uterus and breast cancer. Berberis roots, a source of berberine salts useful in dysentery, cholera, menorrhagia, and piles. Valeriana jatamasi, a source of valley portraits, useful as heart stimulant. Podophyllum, a source of podophyllatoxin, useful in skin cancer. Arnibia euchroma is useful to heal fire burns, cuts and wounds, and provides a red dye. Hippopharum noides. Its fruits are a rich source of vitamin C, offers a cure for a host of diseases like cancer, tuberculosis, and for facial beauty. Humulus lupulus. Female cones are used as flavoring agent and in preparation of beverages. Hyssopus officinalis, useful in cold, cough, and lung ailments, and also used as substitute by Tibetan medical men for saffron. Nardostachys grandiflora, Centella asiatica, and Acorus calamus are brain tonics. Whereas Withania somnifera, Dictylorhiza hetageria, Mucuna pruriens, and asparagus are tonics and aphrodisiacs. Digitalis, Inula racemosa, Jatamasi, and Tagar are heart tonics. Artemisia, Icorus, Salvia, Lavandula, and Matricaria provide essential oils highly in demand in the world market for perfumery, cosmetics, scented soaps, aerated water, and pesticides. Ginkgo biloba and Pyracantha crenulata are the potential drugs of the 21st century. Every year, drugs worth several crores of rupees are collected and marketed out of the state to the tune of 18,000 quintals to 47,000 quintals. The village folk collect the same during their spare time and sell it to local shopkeepers and petty contractors, who in turn sell the material to big metropolitan markets like Delhi, Amritsar, Hardwar, Bombay, etc., after securing export permits from the State Forest Department and paying the specified taxes. The time of collection markedly influences the amount of active chemical constituents present in the plants and its various parts. Certain rules have to be followed for collection of good quality drugs, such as underground parts like roots, rhizomes, tubers, etc., and bark are to be collected during late autumn or early spring, since it is a dormant phase and the entire concentration of principal contents is located in the underground part of the plant. At this stage, the plants have borne fruits, shed seeds, and withered out, completing their life cycle. Leaves and flowering tops are to be collected at a time when flowers have fully developed and before the maturity of fruits and seeds. Flowers should be collected prior to or just at the time of pollination. Fruits should be collected when fully developed and unripe. Seeds are to be collected when fully mature and, if possible, before the fruits have dehisced. Seeds like fruits of coriander, fennel, Cumin, etc. have to be harvested in green stage to maintain their freshness and acceptability in the market. No collection should be done on a wet day or at times when the dew is still on the plant. After collection, the material is dried. Essential oil-yielding plants like tulsi, sage, lavender, matricaria and hyssop are dried in shade, whereas other medicinal plant parts are normally dried in the sun. After drying, it is garbled, graded, packed and stored before marketing. The credibility of any system of medicine depends on the use of fresh, genuine and quality raw material. Collection from the wild often results into adulteration, admixture and degraded material. Cultivation is a process which can overcome this problem and help to achieve the objectives like easing pressure on natural resources, producing quality raw material, developing genetically improved plant material, discouraging use of spurious substitutes and adulterants, standardizing post-harvest techniques, minimizing imports and maximizing exports, providing source of income, conserving biological diversity in medicinal plants. Himachal Pradesh has vast potential for cultivation of medicinal and aromatic plants in its varying agroclimatic zones. Kut, Pushkar Mool, hops, Kala Zira, Kesar and Chikori are the principal crops under cultivation in Lahaul Spiti, Kinnaur and Bharmor areas. The trade in medicinal and aromatic plants has been going on lucratively for many decades, providing succor and sustenance to the people engaged in the trade. The state has been contributing a major share in Dioscorea, aconites, rhubarb, ashtavarga, ephedra, dhoop, gucci, kut, hops, chicory, berberis roots and Texas leaves etc. for many decades. It is estimated that raw material including katha is exported to the tune of rupees 100 millions per annum from the state. There is a brisk demand for the raw material by the industries dealing in Indian system of medicines, phytochemical, pharmaceutical products, essential oils, fixed oils, tans and dyes, pesticides, etc. The vast and varied resources available in the state can feed such industries in the years to come, provided managed on sustained basis. The market value of pharmaceutical products derived from plants used in traditional medicines globally exceeds $20 billion. However, the annual sale of such products in India is around 10,000 million rupees. Their increasing demand is putting a heavy pressure on natural resources. Due to overexploitation going on for decades, many valuable herbs are facing depletion in their natural abode. Some other reasons for their extinction are population pressure, developmental activities, floods, landslides, deforestation, expanding agricultural and horticultural activities, overgrazing, invasion by aggressive weeds, etc. It is thus of immense importance to identify, inventorize and document the natural resources in medicinal and aromatic plants through extensive surveys and preserving specimens in a well-established herbarium.
The history of medicinal plants is as old as human civilization. Since ancient times, medicinal plants are being used for curing human diseases and for enhancing longevity. The University of Horticulture and Forestry at Solan in Himachal Pradesh, through its extension and research activities, has taken the task of protection, conservation, and sustainable use of medicinal and herbal plants throughout the Himalayan range. We are inventorizing the medicinal and herbal plant resources.
The government of Himachal Pradesh is very serious for developing, managing and propagating this valuable wealth.
My government is serious not only about preserving this rich heritage, but also has taken various steps for its development, conservation, and cultivation. The Drug Testing and Quality Control Laboratory is coming up under the Department of Ayurveda, and the state-owned pharmacies are being modernized. The State Forest Department is taking up a forestation program on medicinal plants. In order to educate the people about the importance of medicinal herbs, their economic potential, government has decided to appoint trained persons in each development block of the state to cultivate, conserve, commercialize the medicinal resources to generate employment to the youth, rural women, poor families, and the entrepreneurs. I am sure by these efforts, our state will definitely give lead in the country for other states to follow.
To preserve and conserve this valuable biological wealth, both in situ and ex situ conservation measures have to be seriously adopted. Under the first measure, the Great Himalayan National Park in Kullu and Pin Valley National Park in Spiti have since been notified by the Government of India.
A network of herbal gardens are being established in different agroclimatic zones of Himachal Pradesh. Focus is also on production of good quality seed and planting material for distribution to the farmers and various research centers throughout the country. We have also developed agro-technology for cultivation of a few selected plant species on commercial scale. In extension, we are training extension workers from the Department of Agriculture, Horticulture, Ayurveda, and Forestry, as well as NGOs and farmers in conservation and agro-technology of aromatic and medicinal plants. The whole idea is to motivate, educate, and encourage the farmer to make aromatic and medicinal plants as an integrated part of mountain farming system programs.
Keeping in view the renaissance in herbal medicines, newer and newer sources are being discovered.
Nature is beautiful and bountiful and has provided us all cure. We should know the plant resources growing around us, identify them and make use of them in case we are to succeed in achieving the target health for all by 2000 AD. It is our moral duty to appreciate, conserve, protect and regenerate our resources so that they are available not only for the present day use but also for the posterity. In the absence of our sincere efforts, the future generation will not forgive us for the damage caused to nature and its natural resources.
Thus, conservation is a strategy covering identification, enumeration, collection, storage, preservation, sustained availability and utilization, restoration and regeneration of natural resources. Medicinal and aromatic plants are receiving worldwide attention for their preventive and curative properties, a revolution unseen previously. Recent developments have brought Indian medicinal plants and its ecosystem into world focus. A plethora of side effects caused by the synthetic drugs have tilted the balance in favor of herbal medicines. These provide all cures, starting from simple ailments to complicated ones. What is needed is that we must not only make judicious use of our herbal wealth, but also encourage commercial cultivation by our farmers, develop a chain of cottage industries for value addition, inculcate awareness about the importance of this natural wealth by organizing training and visit programs, and also making it a compulsory component of school, college, and university curricula. Who knows, a weed of today may prove to be a boon of prosperity tomorrow.